and Minotaur. These excellent ships have a true British spirit. Artillery with a high rate of fire using unique armor-piercing shells will put a stop to enemy destroyers routing as quickly and with style.
We're gonna take a closer look to a Minotaur Tier 10 Royal Navy cruiser and how you actually can play with her, and I will actually compare her with the closer little brother. I'm talking about Minotaur has a little brother that you can compare, and that little brother is no less than Gering. And Gering is the little brother of the Minotaur, and I'll explain you why I do compare one destroyer with a cruiser. You basically have to play almost as a destroyer if you want to do good, and believe me or not, folks, this is the reason why. You see the reload time of the Gering, one of the fastest reload of any cruiser or any ship in the game, that it's 2.7 seconds reload time. And what that means, that we have almost the same insane reload time of Minotaur. Instead of 2.7 we have 2.8, so basically the same rate of fire. Now something very strange. You see this 180 degree turn time, it takes 7.2 seconds for Gering to, you know, change from left and right. I'm talking about your turrets, and it's amazing because here's the deal, folks. I don't have any expert marksman. I don't need it because it's amazing. But here's the deal, folks. Minotaur has much, and I'm talking about much faster 180 degree turn time. Not 7.2 as Gering, but 4.7 seconds, which makes her the fastest turning time in the whole game. I'm talking, she is so amazing fast, you don't need this perk. And you know, and you may ask, man, but the reload time is the same as Gering, she has even better turret. What's else? It's almost the same. Well, what's her almost the same? It's actually almost the speed. Okay, 36 knots. Come on, it's a destroyer, right? But 32.5, not a whole lot. Something else is also very weird. You see, turning circle radius 640. The big brother, what does she have? Well, she has 680. Yeah, not a whole lot big difference, but if you compare a destroyer with a cruiser, it should be some different, right? Now, and there's more things that share those two ships with and I'm talking about, let's go to the torpedoes. You see those two torpedoes? They shared basically the same caliber, 533 millimeters. Minotaur has 533 millimeters and has two launchers each side, so basically you have more torpedo than Gering, and that is weird. Yeah, you have 8 in each side, right? But here's the deal. Those torpedo will do 17,900 on this Gering. At Minotaur, they will do 1,000 less damage than the Gering's torps. And Gering's torps had 6 point... yeah, the range is 10 kilometers. Of course, the Gering has the longest in the whole game at 16.5. But something else, the speed of the torps, Gering has 66 and Minotaur has 62. So it's not quite, but almost the same. But what's so special about, you see the torpedo detection range by sea, 1.4 at Gering, but the Minotaur has even better torps, folks. Only 1.3 detect. So in many ways, the stats of Minotaur, it's actually same as Gering in somehow some other stats, it's even better. Now, what else they share? Well, the concealment. We have the stealthiest ship in the game at 8.9. I'm talking the Minotaur. Okay, this is a destroyer, so you cannot, you know, compare apple and oranges, you know. But torpedoes almost the same. The rate of fire, it's almost the same. And something else, folks. You see here the AP velocity. I'm talking about AP speed. It's 792 meters a second, right? Well, Minotaur has almost the same, but even worse. Minotaur have a worse shell arc than the Gerings speed, 768 meters a second, and they will, of course, they'll do 3,200 damage. Now there's even more similarity that it shares with Minotaur, and I'm talking about the smoke. Of course, there are a huge difference, but I forgot to say about the reload time of the torps. You see, Gering's torps reload 115 seconds, right? Well, the Minotaur's torpedo reload time, it's only 96 seconds, and that is a goddamn huge difference. Remember, you're a torpedo boat and of course gunboat as well, but you're a destroyer, right? But a cruiser have faster reload of the more or less same torpedo and almost the same speed, and of course the range is different. It's 10 kilometers, but they are workable. But 96 versus 115, that's a huge difference. And the same thing goes with the aiming turning time at 6 seconds. Basically, the tier 10 cruiser has almost the same. Now let's talk about smoke, folks. Let's talk about smoke. Smoke here, it's let me put it this way, you know, active for 30 seconds. The Royal Navy, all Royal Navy cruiser has only 7 seconds. So here's the huge difference, right? 30 seconds active 30 seconds, and British cruiser line, all of them, they have 7 seconds. But something very interesting about the fact of the smoke, folks, it's actually the reload time. Remember, we are comparing a cruiser versus a destroyer, right? Reload time of this, you know, smoke generations 2, it's 160 seconds at, you know, what you see here, Gering, and 152 seconds at Minotaur, the cruiser. So basically, you have faster reload time. And I don't have, on this captain, I don't have any flags or something. So we just compare what you know, the smoke is. So it's actually faster smoke. And now we covered pretty much everything except about heal. And for here, folks, we are going to go to the tier 9 cruiser I have, Rune. So you see a huge damn difference. The Royal Navy cruiser line for tier 8, tier 9 and tier 10 will have one of the best heal party in the game. You see here, here's the deal, folks. This heal repair party 2 for Rune will have restore 247 HP per second. Well, Minotaur will gain HP 866 HP per second, and the active, it's 20 seconds, not 28 seconds, so it's shorter and a whole lot faster, which basically means that if you compare Minotaur HP regenerate versus Rune, she almost have 4 times faster HP and within a 8-second shortest period of time, which basically you're gonna heal like crazy. There's no other cruiser at tier 8, 9 and 10 which we can heal as fast as the Royal Navy cruiser. I mean 247 HP per second versus 866. And this will take in around 28 seconds, right? Versus Royal Navy only 20 seconds. Which basically means, folks, that now let's go back to Gering. Minotaur, in my opinion, folks, it's basically a huge big brother of Gering. They share the same shell arcs and the same rate of fire. Of course, this is destroyer, but unfortunately, I think even the damn armor, I'm saying the armor, it's not a big difference. And matter of fact, in some cases, beside the Citadel, the armor of Gering, it's almost, I'm talking about some places here, and thickness almost the same as a destroyer, so I have to be careful. Yeah, so basically the Gering now has a big brother with almost the same stats, almost the same torpedo damage, the same caliber, and the reload time it's much faster, and the rate of fire is the same. And actually not I'm talking about the range and the shell arcs, it's almost the same. Okay, the range of fire range, it's 13.3, and Minotaur has slightly better. I'm talking about 15.4, so she can actually invisible fire. I'm talking about the Minotaur, the cruiser. Around 2 kilometers you can invisible fire if you have Captain perk and the module and the concealment module. Well, thanks guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy the new cruiser line. I hope you guys will try them out. They are very unique and only AP, but I think they are gonna be very unique, special cruiser line. Thank you. See you in the next battle.